Shalom everyone, this is Amir Tsarfati. I've got some very, I guess, breaking news. And I'm on my way to Canada, but from stuff that I get and I read and I hear and I talk to people about very interesting things. So let me see that you guys connect. And I want to give you some very, very important breaking news, okay? So I'll give you a few seconds to connect, and then we'll talk about three things that are going on right now. And I am hoping that you are watching and reading the stuff that I'm posting on Telegram, because this is how you can keep up with this piece of news that I'm about to share with you, okay? So, all right, so it goes like that, folks. First of all, again, shalom. This is Amir Tsarfati. I'm on my way. I started my journey to Canada. I'll be teaching in Montreal this Sunday, and then we will continue to Calgary, Edmonton, and Vancouver eventually. You can find on our website all the teaching locations and everything. Now listen, breaking news, watch this. So you know that I reported a few days ago that Israel is engaged right now in the largest military drill in our history. And every day there's some sirens that are going off in a different part of the country to check the sirens, the air raid sirens, but also to check the preparedness of the Israeli municipalities for a rocket attack. Now let me connect the dots for you. So watch this. This morning, the Israeli Defense Minister Benny Gantz is giving a speech, very important speech. I posted the most important part of that speech on Telegram. So if you are not there, go to Telegram and follow Amir Tsarfati, subscribe, and it's free, by the way, so you don't have to. Now, let me tell you what he said there, and let me tell you what I know, and let me tell you how it connects to the drill. First of all, the drill is called Chariots of Fire. The drill itself is the largest. It involves all parts of the Israeli military, from the intelligence to engineering corps, all the way to Air Force, Navy, infantry, everything. Now, let me explain what the Minister of Defense said today. He said this, and remember, I gave breaking news about Iran being very close to the bomb. Remember that. And a lot of people didn't take it seriously. So the Minister of Defense of Israel today, in his own voice, said to the whole world, Iran is reaching enough fiscal material to have its first bomb. He said that as we speak, the Iranians are now manufacturing and installing the latest centrifuges that will work faster to enrich enough weapon-graded uranium for a bomb. He said within a few weeks. From what I know, they have enough 60% uranium that within 1 week of hard work, it can reach enough 90% for one bomb. You know that you have a lot of uranium that is low level grade, and then you put it in centrifuges, and then you get maybe half of it higher level, and then half of that one higher level. The higher the concentration of it, the less you get from it. So if you, let's say if you have 40 kilogram of 60%, then you need to, put it in centrifuges, let them work hard, and within a week you get 20 kilogram of 90%. My point is this: it's not a rumor anymore. It was confirmed by the Israeli Minister of Defense that Iran is reaching a bomb. Now, listen to what he said right after. He said, the price that we will pay today to eliminate the Iranian nuclear program is much smaller than the one we will have to pay a year from now. In other words, we cannot afford waiting. So now, let me add one more thing. The head of the Ministry of Defense, the general manager of the Ministry of Defense, and I'm not talking about the minister himself, it's the general manager of the whole ministry. He said that Israel is engaged in unprecedented effort to tackle the Iranian military nuclear program. Now, the last thing I will tell you is Israel, over the last few weeks, is doing two things. It's preparing its military to attack and its civilian population to absorb the backlashes of that strike. We understand that if we are going to attack Iran, there will be thousands of rockets falling on us from pro-Iranian proxies from Iraq, from Syria, from Lebanon, from Hamas in Gaza and Sinai. We understand that. And this is exactly why what we do now, literally, we are preparing for a strike on Iran's nuclear program. We told that to the Americans. The Americans, by the way, understand this is irreversible. Everyone understands. The Europeans are trying to stop it by reaching an agreement tomorrow because they understand maybe a week or two from now, it's too late. Everybody understand that. Israel cannot afford waiting. The Iranian regime today inaugurated in Tajikistan another factory assembly line for their UAVs. I mean, they understand they can't put everything on Iranian soil because if Israel is going to attack, they want to continue producing stuff that will serve them. Ababil 2, it's the name of the UAV with a long range and a high performance. And so Iran understands that something is going to happen and it's deploying for it. Israeli military, like never before, is getting ready. The Israeli civilian population, or at least the military part that is taking care of the civilian population when it comes to rockets, attacks, and all of that, is getting ready. And this is where we are, a week, 2 or 3 from a bomb. And Minister Gantz basically said, we know exactly where the Iranians are building the new place for the new centrifuges. It's in underground facilities near Natanz. So we basically put the Iranians on notice. We know what you're doing. We know how long it's going to take you. We know how you're doing that. We know where you're doing that. And expect us not to wait for you to do it. This is basically what we said. So I don't know what you want to do with this information, but I'm just telling you, something is brewing. It's very big. I'm not making it up. The Minister of Defense of Israel said that. I already reported that a week ago. And now it's being confirmed by all the highest levels of the Israeli military right now. So folks, these are breaking news. Israel is getting ready to strike Iran's nuclear program in order to stop it from reaching a bomb in the next few weeks. Again, I'm saying that it's very hard for me to say that, and because for years we've been talking about Iran running for a bomb. Well, it's not months, it's not even many weeks. From information that I had, if they really truly operate their new centrifuges, it can take them a week. Now, maybe it's not all installed yet, but we know where they're making them and installing them. We know exactly where it is. So expect a lot of action. Sometimes the action that we have on Iranian soil is not with F-16s or F-35s. Sometimes it's stuff that the Iranians cannot even foresee coming. Sometimes it's just UAVs. Sometimes it's explosive that has been already hidden in specific places. And this is exactly the topic of my next thriller. It's all about the Iranian nuclear program. So I want you to know a lot is about to happen in the next few weeks. Follow me on Telegram. I will keep you updated. Of course, I'm not gonna tell you what the Israeli authorities is not exposing. Okay, I'm not irresponsible. So I'm not going to tell you when, where, and how things are going to be, but I will tell you that as of this morning, Israel has put Iran on notice. Okay? So please share this with as many people as possible and follow me on Telegram. A lot of people are like, they want to know these things. Well, I give you a free and very accessible way to have news. You know, Behold Israel originally started over 7 years ago, not for Bible teaching. I don't know if you know that. I started Behold Israel as an app on smartphone for news, because the first thing I saw is that there's no source of reliable and unfiltered news. And so this is what I'm telling you. The ministry is growing big and we teach and all of that, but I'm still true to this calling to give you accurate, reliable news. And Telegram is the one thing I found that is the safest way to do it, because every other platform was limiting me, was censoring me. Telegram is not. All right. Well, share this with as many people as you can. Join Telegram. Thank you. God bless you.